What's up guys, SJ here, back with another video as always, and today I am back with a video, man, I've been holding off for so long. It is a base review video, all for you guys. So basically, what do I do in a base review? Basically, I get all your requests to review your base, and I just go ahead, get it all in a software on my Nexus and start drawing on, telling you tips and some good things about your base and maybe some improvements you have to make to your base, all that kind of stuff. I'm really excited for this series. I've only done one episode. I really did intend to do way more than just one, but as you guys know, a lot of discrepancies happened, and finally it is happening. As I promised, I said that none of these things would ever happen again. And before we get started, special thank you to every one of you guys that requested a base review and making this base review possible. There are going to be 5 base reviews. I believe there were only 5 base review requests. If you did request and your base isn't reviewed today, it's probably because you asked me late, or, you know, I just missed it. And if that's the case, I apologize, and if you asked it late, I'm sorry. And also, another thing to keep in mind is that I took a screenshot of your base the moment you requested to have a base review. So if you changed your base after requesting to get a base review, the base may not be your most recent base, and I apologize for that, but that's just how things work, I guess. And also, I'm going to be doing this base reviews a little bit more frequently than I have. I'm going to be doing this base review every 2 months, and the reason I'm not doing them any more often is because if I do them more often, I'm just afraid that things are going to get repetitive. I'm going to be reviewing the same people, and your bases aren't going to have much modifications. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one. If you look right there, I think. Yeah, somewhere right there, I don't even know. We're going to be reviewing Sir Musty's. These screenshots aren't going to be the most high resolution. I apologize for that, but it's just how we're going to have to deal with it because they are screenshots. So, Sir Musty, looks like you have a Town Hall 6, pretty good base layout. You know, Town Hall 6 is a level when you do lack a lot of stuff. You do lack some mortars, and you really lack walls, but I think you did a really good job there. So let's go ahead and get a red right there. Okay. So I like how all your splash damage units are right there in the middle, and just all across from each other. And you only have one air defense in Town Hall 6, so you definitely did a really good job centralizing that. And I also like how you really try to centralize, I can't talk today, your clan castle, and that is really, really good. I also like your really good pump layout, and I am guessing there are traps in this area right here, perhaps. If there aren't, you definitely should add some right there. You know, you really don't have much improvements, because, you know, this is one of the best Town Hall 6 bases I personally have ever seen. One thing that I would do is, if you look here, let's get a different color so you don't get confused. If you look here, you're going to see this wall right here. This part is sort of the vulnerable part. If you drop giants here, they're going to go straight towards there. And this wall isn't really going to matter. So what I recommend is getting this extra wall right there, if you can see that, and bringing it all the way over here and just close that section. Now, if I am looking at this correctly, I think you can close this section right here with that wall. If you can't, just leave it there, but if you can, I would at least try to close one section instead of having them all open, because, you know, it really doesn't make a big difference, but if you do close that section, that really will make a big difference. So yeah, but other than that, I really can't think of any more improvements. And also, guys, I'm not the best at Clash of Clans, so if my advice isn't the best, or if you think I'm not very correct, feel free to contradict me down below in the comment section down below. Don't make your contradictions too trolly. I'm just kidding, you guys can contradict me all you want. Yeah, so Sir Musty from Arcane Denial. I'm going to be saying everyone's clan names just to tell them who they're from. So Arcane Denial, Sir Musty from Arcane Denial, thank you so much for requesting. This was your base review. Really nice base that you got there. And let's move on to the next base. The next base review is requested by L Dangerous from Infernal Agony. Yeah, so this guy has a Town 9. This is a, Town Hall 9 base. It looks pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and see what type of improvements you gotta make. First, right off the bat, I see that your walls are a tiny bit under upgraded. I would definitely get those walls up, but, walls are just so expensive, so overpriced. I'm not gonna go ramble on too much about that. Not about the walls. Let's see what you should improve, or things I really like about your base. So, I really like your, let's go ahead and get a red. Okay. I really like your, centralized stuff. So, first of all, I like your little 4 points of your mortars. That's really good. If you guys have 4 mortars or wizard towers, you guys should definitely look at these guys' bases. These guys have done a really good job. So, yeah, that's definitely good. And then I like how you also have your, wizard towers in a diamond inside that square. That's like the best layout you can ever have, which is really good. And also your queen is centralized, your expos are centralized, and your clan castle is like right in the center along with your dark elixir. That is one of the best. What did I do? There you go. That is one of the best base layouts I have ever seen right there. Let's get rid of all that ink. Okay, so that part's really good. Another thing that's really good is I also like your sections right... Oh my god. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. I like your sections right here protecting everything. Your inner fences are also covering all sectors of the base, which is freaking awesome. I really like your... Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I really like that. And man, all of you guys have amazing bases. I really can't think of anything more you guys will have to improve. Let's see, if I were to, I really can't think of much, because, yeah, so in a Town Hall 9, the really important thing is that all your defenses are sort of even on the base, because you have an even amount of most buildings, and what L Dangerous from Infernal Agony did right here is really good. You have your archer tower and cannons right here, along with cannons right here about the same, and then you have a mortar covering this section, with the mortar covering this section, with similar defenses right here. This is as symmetrical as a base could get, and L Dangerous from Infernal Agony, big props to you for that. Really good job. I really can't think of anything you're going to have to improve to your farming base. I'm really excited to see your trophy base, so if I ever do a base review again, you happen to do trophy pushing, be sure to request. Yes, L Dangerous from Infernal Agony, great job with your base. This request is from SJHD from the Clashing Crew. Thank you so much for asking for a base request. And looks like you have a Town Hall 8. And you just, and as you guys know, in the big update, which I haven't covered, unfortunately, there is the 4th mortar, so it looks like you have changed up your base to accommodate for the 4th mortar. Great props to you for that. I still haven't done that, I'm so lazy. Okay, so, first of all, farming base, really important thing, your town hall is totally on the outside so that people don't dare to come in and do that kind of stuff. Great job. I love that town hall thing going on right there. Also, I like how all your mortars are in the center, and your wizard towers, as you can see, they're in sort of a triangular shape, and that's good. Wizard towers are in triangle. Town Hall 8 mortars also should have been in triangle, but now that they have the 4th mortar, that is no longer possible. You sort of want it in a square, like DHS. Sorry, oh god, your name's a tongue twister. DHHDS. Has right here. I'm not gonna say your name too much. It's too complicated. Let's see. What? One bad thing right here I noticed is that your air defenses are a little too over here. If I could see so. What could you do about that? What I recommend is, I would think of, occasionally if you're getting a lot of airdrops right here in that section, I would definitely think of switching this wizard tower over, flipping these two right here, because I see that you are lacking a little bit of air right there, but other than that, I think that part's really good. And I think you have a really good base design, and DHS, very creative. Nothing, it's really, really good. One thing that does concern me, though, is the fact that your resource buildings are a little bit outsider than, protective. So, if you're getting mobbed by, resource stuff, I think I would somehow try to move these buildings a little bit more inward. Because, after all, this is a farming base, but, man, your base design is good. Guys, your base designs are just really good. It's really creative and all that stuff. So, yeah, DHHDHS. Okay, I'm sorry for not being able to say your name correctly. Great base design, and let's move on to the next guy. Okay, the next base right here, we have, Dornruji, from the Knorr family? I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. Knorr family. Okay. Your base, overall it's good, but there's a couple improvements, just placement improvements. And also, I'm not going to be reconstructing your bases. That would take way too much time, so I'm just going to tell you some improvements that I think you guys should make personally. And that, first of all, I'm not going to be too picky on this, because after all, the first update did happen. This fourth mortar is so annoying. It's right there for me also, so I'm not going to pick on that. But you better do something for that. But one thing I really noticed is that this mortar is a little bit too on the outside. I would, really consider switching these two things out. I know, a lot of people are protective of their Dark Elixir, but I would consider putting that out, or somehow you really need to do something about this mortar. Maybe switch that out and put the Dark Elixir somewhere else. That mortar concerns me a little bit, because since mortars have such a big range, you really want to take advantage of that. And if your mortar is that far out, it's really taking huge advantage of that. So you really could take a little bit more advantage of that mortar right there. What I really like about your base is your air defense placement. I really like that. It's in a really good triangle. I also like your storages, your 4 storages right here. Looks like you have rushed a little bit. Your storages are not maxed out, so you should definitely work on your storages, because trust me, I don't know if you just upgraded to Tunnel 8, but if definitely you should have maxed out your storages, because trust me, for some reason, the higher level your storages are, you just end up having just a little bit more loot available in your pocket. So just be sure to go ahead and upgrade these two fairly under-level storages. And I also see that your air defenses are a tiny bit low level than I would like, so go ahead and upgrade those 2 air defenses. That would be really nice, and I think you would do good, because I know you're farming right now, but once you start trophy pushing, trust me, air defense gets way more important than it is right now down here. What else? We have here, I really like how all of you guys, this isn't just for Dornruji, but how, like, all your pumps are all close to each other, so that people can get free percentages. But, one thing I would do, I would consider moving these pumps out. This is for everybody, not just Dornruji, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Move these pumps out just by 1 tile, and by 1 tile, I mean this small tile right there. You know what I mean, just move it by 1 tile. Consider that. I'm not saying you should, but you should consider just 1, because the Archer Tower range will still be right there, and if you just move them up by 1, you really could take better advantage of that, which is good. And also, I see this extra wall right here. What I would do is I would use this wall right here to somehow just look at where a lot of people attack you. And I don't know, I would put this wall, I would really try to take advantage of that wall. Don't just leave that lying there. Walls are so much more important than a lot of people think. A lot of people overlook walls, but they're just way more important. So take advantage of that wall if you can. That's just my tip. So yeah, Josie, I don't know. So your base is a tiny bit rushed, but other than that, your base looks great, and if you just consider switching out the mortar into a different sort of inner location, that would be good. I really like your centralized clan castle and all that, and wow, all of you guys just have killer base really hard for me to give you guys tips, but let's go ahead. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next day one. Which one have I not reviewed? I haven't reviewed you. Right here, Naturally Beast, from the Get Schooled clan. He used to be in our clan. Naturally Beast, you better join back. I'm just kidding. I know why you're there. Helping out a friend. Be sure to join back to our clan. Anyways, I am very familiar with you, Naturally Beast Day, and let's go ahead and get to our base reviews. It looks like you have a kind of a hybrid base right here. You know, a lot of people prefer hybrid bases, but I really don't like hybrid bases. So I sort of want you to sort of fix that in a way. So first of all, this clan castle right there sort of concerns me. Let's get a better color so you can see it better. This clan castle right here concerns me. Clan castles, a lot of people don't know this, but clan castles are a really, really good source of defense. If you have clan castle, if it's really well centralized, it can distract troops when they're in. When you have, you know, clan castle is really a source of defense, so I would definitely move that in, like that arrow drawn right there. So be sure to do that. I really like your mortar placement right here. I like how it's in sort of a square, and I really like your air defense placement right there in a triangle. Your stuff placement's good. I don't know if that's a word, but stuff placement, that's really good. So that's that. One thing that really bothers me is all these openings right here. I would use these extra walls right here and sort of try and close this opening. Maybe move these walls back a little bit, just close it up. And I also hate this gap right here. Use this builder's hut to fill that in. You're going to get a lot of raids. Now, before you guys start saying that, you know, these gaps have a purpose, I know what the purpose is: to prevent these, you know, it's to take advantage of the special target troops, because the special target troops will all automatically go through these gaps, and all the traps will mob them, and that may work in the short run, but in the long run, once you start getting up to crystal and people start go-wiping you, these golems that have just so much health and that aren't affected by any traps are just gonna kill your traps, and these aren't gonna be completely useless. So I really recommend, for the long run, trying to close up these gaps. Other than that, Naturally Beast, your stuff looks really, really good. I really like your base, and be sure to join back. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This was SJHD, or SJ from SJHD. We'll see how that works out. I still don't have a nice ending statement. But, yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked this video and you want to see more videos like this, be sure to click that subscribe button right there. You can click it if you're on the desktop version of YouTube. If you are on the mobile version, click the subscribe button. You know where that is, so be sure to subscribe. Also, if you have the if you want to follow me on social media links, get updated on the most recent type of stuff, go ahead and follow me on all my social links. Links to those will be up there not up there, I can't, down there in the description box. That's going to be really awesome if you guys would follow me, so you guys get updated every time I release a new video and all that kind of stuff. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and another special thank you to everybody that has requested the base review and making this video possible. I'll be back with a better video, and I'll just improve all the time. So, man, I really need to give a closing statement. Again, thanks so much for watching, guys. This was SJHD. Peace.